Good evening, M3 family. All right. I'm gonna do a little recap for us today. Okay. Today is what we're looking at today. The reason I'm doing this in English is that we have a few people uh, that are new that just speaks English only. So I want to do this in English and kind of explain uh, this information to them. And first of all, I want to thank Brother Man for this back testing and these results for today's trading. And what does that mean? That means that all of the setup of our LV system for today and what they produce. Okay? So, Brother Man has graciously helped us with the organizing this so beautifully and organized basically. And what you are looking at here is the result of our LV system today. And this sample is based on 3MNQ. Okay? Three little small little MNQ. Okay? And if you had the time to sit in front of the computer when these setup took place and you were able to take all of them, you would have had a total of 36 trades. You would have lost 11 trades. You would have made have a win rate of around 70%, and you would have made $1,500 for the day. Now, this is the best case scenario, okay? And we are gauging this on three little tiny MNQ contracts, okay? So, just roughly, he's actually broke for all of those new people. These are specific setups, okay? So, that's a setup. We call that an LV4 setup. And then we have a setup called LV5. We have another setup called LV6. We have another setup called LV7, 8, 9, and 10. So on and so forth. Okay? So he has actually did a wonderful job of breaking this down into time segments. So for example, this setup, LV4, from 8:40 a.m. to 10 a.m., the reason it's 8:40 is because that's when he likes to trade. So he's doing us a favor. So he's using the time that he trades. Okay. So this trade LV4 from 8:40 to 10 a.m. we had 7 trades total. Okay. Our first target is 8 points. Our second target it is 10 points. Our third target it is 12 plus points. Okay, 12 or more. So let's look at this first example. The first example, this trade number 1, it produced the first target, which is 8 points times $2, right? Each point is equal to $2. Okay, so the first trade, your first target, you locked in $16. Second target, you locked in 20. And then the third target, he trailed it and locked in another 20. So the first trade made $56. Okay? And then the next trade made $86. Then the next trade made $84, $92. And then we have one stop out here. Okay? But the end result is for this hour 20 minutes or so with 3 little micros, and it costs you about $300 of margin to play. Okay, to have 3 little micros. Okay, $300 of margin. Okay, um, so this trade, so this hour and 20 minutes with small size like this. Okay, it would have produced $386, and it had a 85% win rate. Okay, so moving on, 10 to 12. I'm gonna make this video fast because nobody likes a drawn out, half an hour video. So bear with me. So same setup, first trade, you got stopped out. Okay, we have a fixed stop that we always respect, or we should always respect. 10 to 12. So this only made $58. Okay, with a 66% win rate. And then the magic happened. From 12 to 3, it produced $400 with a 87% win rate. That's one of our setup, not all. Okay, so just this one setup called LV4 from 8:40 a.m. all the way to 3 p.m. you had about 18 trades or opportunities. Okay, moving on to our next setup. Same concept. This is a scalping system. Okay, so the first trade made 60, second trade lost 90, third trade made 36. So you made $6. Wow, big deal, right? Okay, no problem. With a 66% win rate. Okay, and then this is from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern. Okay, and then the next time segment that it set up, it got stopped out. You lost 90. Okay, so the grand total between all of these setup at this point is $500. Okay, and then next trade 10 to 12, you got stopped out. You're probably pissed and you're probably banging on the table and stuff like that. Okay, but remember, you are still green. Okay, and then from 12 to 3, you got stopped out again. You're probably really pissed from this setup today. Okay, LV5 for example. But that's that's part of trading, right? But you have other part of the LV system that produced, right? Remember, you're trading with three little small micros, so your expectation is not $10,000. Okay, so here it made 88, 152, $44, so on and so forth. 100 here on this particular setup, LV9, $72 on this LV8. Right, this is a scalping system, right? You're not trying to basically win the lottery here, and this is not a get rich scheme, right? So it is about consistently locking in money on a daily basis. Okay, so and here you would have gotten stopped out. You lost $90, and here this time segment you made $200, made about 114 right here. But the grand total for the day, is $1,500. Okay, on three little micros. So if any one of you are looking at this and thinking like, oh wow, if I trade three little MNQ, I can make $1,500. Okay, so what happened if you traded 9? You just triple that amount. 9 MNQ. And believe me, 9 MNQ is still considered small size. But you have to work your way up to that risk parameter. Okay? But anyways, that is our LV system for today. And again, I want to thank Brother Man for putting this together. Enjoy, M3 family.